Alright, so somebody asked about different types of DX7s, and, well, let's start with the first one here. This is the original, Brownie, the brown front panel, and these came out in '83, and they're beautiful, they're just beautiful machines. Honestly, my favorite of all of them. Low maintenance, easy to modify. You can put all kinds of upgrades if you want. I tend not to. I kind of like the stock stuff, although this one's got the E-card in it. In fact, you know what? I'll talk about different modifications for these in another video. But they're just awesome. I mean, I couldn't... Maybe I'm weird, but this is my favorite of all of them. The best key bed, the best aftertouch. It just absolutely rocks. What else can I say? I got 3 of them. At any rate, here's the second generation, the DX7 II, and they came in 2 models. The DX7 2D and DX7 FD, FD standing for floppy drive. Here's one. Right, millions of sounds, right? Watch my other video. Now, these are awesome. They're not as good in my opinion, but they're still awesome. And there's kind of a debate going on. Yeah, they sound cleaner. They're not as don't have as much character. Blah blah blah. For every guy saying that, there's a guy saying the exact opposite. So just go with your own opinion. Whatever you think, you're right. Here you go. These are beautiful, by the way. So these could do 2 sounds at the same time. They're still 16-note polyphony, so they're not 32-note polyphony. There was also a Centennial version made back in '87, and that was like kind of silver gold front panel, 76 keys as opposed to 61. But outside of that, it's exact same thing. People say there were 32-note polyphony. No, they weren't. The Centennial DX was 16 notes. Now, speaking of a DX7, they've also made, the Mark II also comes in the single, sort of single timbre mode, which is, the DX7S in this case. And they're pretty much the same thing as the DX7 2D or FD, but they can only play 1 sound at a time. They got slightly smaller display. Outside of that, same key bed, same everything else, same features. It's that same kind of... And of course, the second DX7 gives you the ability to assign these faders to all kinds of stuff. Let's just grab a... Gotta love these things. I love them. But yeah, the whole debate on Mark II being cleaner. Yeah, it is. Deal with it. Love it or hate it, whatever. The only downside, in my opinion, about the Mark II is that these things are kind of married to their cartridges. So if you want to kind of access all the performances, all the features, you really just got to get a store cartridge, stick it in there, and that would kind of give you that full DX7 Mark II experience. There's just not too many banks out there that are specifically for the DX7 Mark II that really take advantage of all this stuff like fractional scaling, etc. Nothing is stopping you from loading the original Mark I sounds in these, but that's kind of a separate video. Anyhow, like and subscribe.